So there is one important article in June 13, the Hindu, which is about tackling the fatty liver disease epidemic. So this is important in terms of science and technology from the society point of view. What are the epidemics that affect the society, right? So just quickly go through it. I don't take much time, and this is very important. So the theme of International Fatty Liver Day this year is generally it is observed in June. So that is what they mentioned here. So the theme is Act Now, Screen Today. Act Now, Screen Today. So just remember the theme for the International Fatty Liver Day. Um, so the this is kind of a new epidemic. So generally, the liver disease you associated with an excessive alcohol use. People who consumes excessive alcohol generally face the liver issues. But in recent years, the article saying that the emergence of silently growing threat to liver health is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So why we are getting this? So this is because many issues like metabolic health, cardiac health, and which will increase the risk of developing cancers. Now there is a separate classification they did for this kind of liver disease, that is called metabolic dysfunction associated steatotic liver disease. So this is related to metabolism. It's non-alcoholic. Remember. Um, so what they have to do is screen, test, and treat. So they're saying that the burden is growing. So what happens in this metabolic dysfunctional associated steatohepatitis? So liver inflammation is carrying. So this will be the most common cause for the chronic liver disease, that leading indication for the liver transplantation. So the global prevalence is 25 to 30%. In India, it was 38.6%. Just remember these numbers whenever you're writing the article or in the competitive exam. So these numbers might be very helpful. So in the adults India 38.6%, globally it is 25 to 30%. In India, obese children it was 36%. So Indian adults has the most prevalence rate of getting this fatty liver disease. So this disease is very close link with the metabolic syndrome. So metabolic syndromes are generally obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, abnormal cholesterol levels. So any of this thing can cause fatty liver disease, right? So the rate of prevalence related to the metabolic disease given here. So it is like 55 to 59.7% for the diabetes, 64 to 95% for obese. This is huge, and 73% for severe metabolic syndrome. So it is very high chance of getting fatty liver for the obese people. It is almost 50 to 60% for the diabetes and 73% for severe metabolic syndrome people. So excessive carbohydrates, you know why this happens. So there is a flow that they've given here. Excessive carbohydrate consuming the excessive carbohydrates, right, and sugars will worsen this condition. So when the body has too much glucose, it will produce too much insulin to absorb the glucose, right? So the persistent high insulin production will cause insulin resistance, which means the cells become less responsive to insulin. So this insulin resistance disrupts the normal metabolism that promotes the conversion of excess glucose into fatty acids, which are then stored in the liver. So the liver cells fill up with the fat, leading to fatty liver. So this is the main cause. So what they're saying is when you consume excessive carbohydrates or the sugars, body produces excessive insulin. Over time it become insulin resistant. um, so this will result in conversion of excess glucose into fatty acids, which are effectively stored in the liver. then liver becomes fatty liver. um, so again again over time, this continuous damage affects the liver's ability to function properly. So this in turn affects the liver, progressing from simply fatty liver to more severe condition, like such as the condition that mentioned MASLD as a new classification, may require liver plantation. So this is very uh, severe condition, right? So it's non-alcoholic, so you don't, it's not like you should be alcohol addict to get your limbs damaged, but it's not having excessive carbohydrates or sugar, the metabolic diseases will significantly increase your chance of getting this disease. So and the worst is you will get no warning signs for this symptom. So that so this is very dangerous. I mean, you don't even know that you get this, you are getting this disease until it is too late, right? So you should have comprehensive health screening very frequently, physical examination through height, weight, body mass index, abdominal girth, waist to hip ratio, assess visceral fat, which is an important mark for bio metabolic health. Blood tests to cover the cardiometabolic risk factors include blood count, sugar profile, blood lipid profile, liver function test, kidney test. So there were some stats about the test, right? So what they're saying is many of these tests missed the presence of fatty liver disease. So they only found an advanced test, which is a liver fibrosis assessment, or the newer advanced technology vibration control transient test elastography, right? So personalization is the key. So what you should do to avoid this fatty liver disease is mentioned here. So s- screen test screen test frequency, I mean frequently do the screen test based on your personality or the body personality. So the decision is like individual's risk factor, family history, lifestyle, pre-existing health conditions, right? So there are no generic assumptions you should make. So this varies from person to person. That is what it means, including children's as well. So we have to do dietary modifications, we have to do regular physical activity, effective weight management to mitigate these liver diseases. So this liver is silent organ is what they're saying. Liver is, you know it, I mean it's a basic science. So liver is silent organ that typically does not exhibit noticeable signs of damage until it reaches an advanced stage. So this is the danger of it. So something happens, you know it in our body, but liver doesn't show the signs of damage until it is too late. It is very important that we do the screenings frequently. I mean that is changes from the person to person, right? So we need to take active control of our health. Happy life begins with good health. So pause the video, go through it once again, note down the important points, write it as an essay. So I think that's it. I'll go through again once. Thank you.